What's up, guys? I got another pretty interesting review for you guys today. Sorry I took a little bit longer than I thought to get this out, but this is by a manufacturer called SmartVU. They actually have a couple Chromecast style HDMI dongles, and this is the 1080p box, but they also have a 4K box. I decided not to go for the 4K box just because there's no 4K sources out there. If you, I mean, you can stream locally over your network, maybe if you download 4K movies, say on a PC or something like that. But the extra, the premium, which is about $30 more for the 4K, it's not really worth it in my opinion if what we're looking for is IPTV. So I went with this one here. So I'm going to give a quick review. First off, you're going to notice one thing here with the apps. Awesome. That you got the Google Play Store out of the box. You can log in with an account, download anything you want. No need to sideload, no need to root anything. I mean, this is as close as you'll get to a native sort of Android kind of stock kind of feel, which I really, really like. Where some of the other boxes, you can sideload apps, but some of them you have to root and you have to do a little bit of hacking and stuff like that. But this is just straight up Android out of the box for everybody. So I really like that. One more thing that I want to go over with the TV stuff. This box is the only box out of all the ones I've reviewed. Now, I'm not talking about emulators or Kodi or any of that crap or the Shield TV. I'm not going to get into that. But this is the first IPTV box that I've reviewed that allows you to change the MAC address. Now, a lot of you may not use that function, but let me tell you, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are super cheap, and you go around signing up for different trials with different people. You're trying to get free TV, trying to see what works best for you. The problem with that is every time you give your MAC address out to somebody, that reseller, if they disappear or maybe you activated service with them, and then you canceled, you're not giving them any money. They don't actually have to log into their reseller account to remove your MAC address. They could just leave it in an expired state. And so, say if you're using a service like Voodoo and your Voodoo reseller leaves your MAC address in there, and you want to sign up for Voodoo, say a month down the road with someone else, you're not going to be able to. That reseller has basically locked you out, and you can no longer use your box. So that's something that's super important. I gotta let people know. These trials, man, all these guys that you think you got nothing to lose. Some guy advertises on Reddit, and you're like, "Oh, that's a great deal. It's free. It's not going to hurt me." Well, you don't know that. I've got a lot of guys that come back to me and say, "Look, man, I can't. Can I get this service? Can you check this MAC address for me? Is there anything that I can do?" Well, unfortunately, if you're locked to a reseller, nobody can remove you from the system. Your box is locked out. You might as well go buy a new box. So, anyways. Sorry, I didn't mean to get into a rant there. I just wanted to make that very clear that this box, you'll be able to change the MAC address. What I would recommend is for people that have, I don't know what this guy's doing on TV here. That's new to me. But anyways, just wanted to kind of point that out for you guys. So, one other thing now, EPG. Nothing's listing there. It's not showing, the channels are showing, but it's not showing what's on the channel. That's a huge concern to me. And I talked to one of my sources, and he says they're aware of it, and they have it resolved for the next software update. So when that happens, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, it's not showing what's playing on the actual station. So that's a little bit of a concern to me there. Videos on demand is everything that you'd normally expect. Categorized pretty good, and again, these movies are all pulled from the service. Depending on the service you have, it's going to pull a different selection of movies. So, one other thing that I thought that it would be interesting to do, I was like, since that didn't have an EPG, I thought, well, how does the emulator work, the MAG 254 emulator? So I've gone ahead and installed this, and if you guys need a link to this app, I can set that up for you. Oops, sorry about that. I'm just going to log into my, haven't mastered all these buttons yet. So I'm just logging into the server. So my goal was to test a MAG 254 emulator. I know the Shield TV has issues with it. Some other Android boxes won't run it. Some of them have jittery playback. And I thought, you know what? Let's see what option, if this works good. And sure enough, as you can see, This is the Mag 254 emulator running on this box. Where this actually shines um, is that you're gonna get features that you won't get natively through other boxes, and one of these would be time shifting. So if you want features with time shifting, that's something that you won't normally get. But you will get on here. So if you look here, I've got something Fox HD. You can see some of these stations have little orange things on them. If I go over, I can actually rewind and I can go back and see. So that different channels have can go back different amounts of time. Let me try, say CBS and see if they've got other things to look at. Yeah, so we can go back quite a bit. I can go back quite a few hours. My time zone is not set up properly for the recording of this video, but you can actually start playing other shows that would not otherwise be available to you on other boxes. So I really like that STB EMU works great on this box. So now you're really extending the functionality available with this box. One other thing that I should point out with the emulator was generally you have to go into settings and you have to put in a MAC address, and then you have to contact your reseller and get them to put the MAC address in their system. When I installed this app and ran it for the first time, it actually used the exact same MAC address that is already built into the Android box itself. So basically when I switched IPTV apps, so when I went from the other IPTV program to this program, I didn't have to reconfigure this program. It's really, really cool. So instead of having to have, say, 2 subscriptions or getting my my reseller to change the MAC address in the back system, I only had to activate one, and it seems to work great with both programs. So that's one other little feature that I kind of really liked about it. Other than that, again, I'm trying to keep these videos as short as I can. I'm not sure exactly. I guess a couple guys wanted to know how quick it changes channels. So let me go in and I'll just flip through the stations quickly and see how quick that goes. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of reviewing needed. I guess there's one other thing that's cool this box does. I can actually hit the pause button and it pauses live TV. So, and when I hit play, it continues from where I left off. So I really like that function. I don't know how big, how much, because the internal memory on these Android devices are not really that large. So I'm not sure how long it can record for. I haven't tried it over an extended period of time, but it certainly works really, really good if someone is going to try talking to you or something like that. So that works really, really well. And let's see here. And this is how quick it changes channels. So I'm clicking now. Pretty quick. Channels definitely go through pretty quick. Now let's see what happens if I keep hitting them. Nope, doesn't work. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the review for this box. So thanks for watching.